Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. One started, and this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Second down at 5.
Play action. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They go play action now. Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson from the shotgun.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 23-yard run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Running left, here's Edmonds. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
He's not going to get me. Mike 40, check, check.
Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flushed out right. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there on 4th and inches.
Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Edmonds. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and inches, Murray finding Ertz again. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 26, check 26.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Zach Ertz has it complete.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Throwing now is Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A huge play there for Arizona.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times...
Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's picked up by the runs. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in. Tackle the ball.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play action. Now Jackson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a give to Edmonds. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Murray now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rondale Moore, 41 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Dancing to his left. Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Jackson to throw.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now Jackson.
Steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off with great anticipation. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, they'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Murray to air it out again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. This is caught. Touchdown! Chase Edmonds from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the win. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. One last shot for Jackson. Steps away. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.